Västervik Norra is a normal prison in the south of Sweden. It houses more than 250 inmates, convicted of offenses like fraud, theft, and murder. But there's a problem. The prison is overcrowded.
We have lack of space. We don't have enough space for the inmates. The number of inmates are increasing drastically.
To combat crime, Sweden has enacted tougher laws. As a result, its prisons are now operating at 141% capacity, and the strain is only growing. The solution to the problem may lie in Estonia, only 600 kilometers away as the crow flies. Like many Estonian facilities, this prison in Tartu has plenty of space for Swedish convicts. It's largely empty.
Just a few decades ago, we had a very high crime rate, especially in the 1990s. That's why many prisons were built. There was a huge number of murders and serious crimes. We broke up criminal gangs, imprisoned their leaders, and put an end to prison subcultures. Today, our prisons are world-class facilities.
World-class facilities which are hardly used. Unlike Sweden, Estonia's incarceration rates are low, the lowest in the EU. The prison in Tartu could hold up to 600 inmates. At first glance, living conditions here differ little from those in Sweden. Cell size is similar, but there are a few extras.
They have an opportunity to use a TV. Even 2 TVs is possible. Then in this case they're gonna need headphones just to hear different sounds they want. Over here we have this system, and these have various opportunities to do. For example, here they can listen to radio, they can signal the light which will go outside this cell, so the prison staff will see that some assistance needed.
The only thing missing, inmates. Those could come from an overcrowded prison like Västervik Norra. Sweden is prepared to pay 8,500 euros per inmate per month. For 600 inmates, this would mean an annual income of more than 60 million euros for Estonia. The sticking point is that Estonia has different incarceration conditions.
Well, Swedish inmates, for example, they have to fill their day with activities. They have to work during the day, or they have to go to school, or they have to be part of treatment programs to a larger extent than Estonian inmates. So this is a big difference.
Västervik Norra offers various work programs meant to help rehabilitate inmates. Programs like making prison furniture in modern workshops, for example. Could Estonian prisons offer Swedish prisoners something similar? Critics in Sweden are skeptical and warn against exporting prisoners for simple detention. Critics in Estonia, on the other hand, fear that introducing violent, well-organized criminals from Sweden could prompt officials to reimpose stricter rules. At present, Estonia's approach to incarceration focuses more on sensitivity and empathy than on severity.
We're coming from Soviet era, and there was like surveillance is number one. But now it's more dynamic. We need to talk to them, we need to understand, we need to see their problems. We need to see that they have problems behind their what they're doing, if they're behaving, like misbehaving. So maybe he's just not like because he's a bad guy, because maybe there's something that's happening in his life.
Estonian authorities in Tartu are already training to do both: exercise understanding and, if required, apply force. If the Swedish government has its way and both parliaments approve the initiative, the first offenders could arrive here as early as July. Adult men convicted of murder, sexual offenses, or white-collar crime. Members of terrorist networks or organized crime groups will stay behind bars in Sweden. To house them, authorities are building new detention facilities, like this one at Västervik Norra. Sweden could see its prison population explode over the next few years. Relocating some inmates to Estonia could solve at least part of that problem.